Shares of Apple and Alibaba under some pressure today after the Times reports that U.S. government officials are scrutinizing their partnership that's meant to bring AI to iPhones in China. Our Deirdre Bosa is watching that today in today's Tech Check. Hey, Dee.
Hey, good morning, Carl. This is what it comes down to. Trump's tech realignment, it is taking shape. That scrutiny over Apple's plans to put Alibaba's AI on iPhones in China, that's really just the latest challenge for the mega cap in the president's second term, and it threatens to jeopardize Apple's foothold in one of its most important markets. Meanwhile, though, there's a new class of Washington-friendly tech companies on the rise. They are defense first, U.S.-made, and they're cashing in on a new era of hard power in AI. Now, Andrew took center stage on 60 Minutes this weekend, showcasing autonomous weapons and a vision of AI built for the battlefield. CEO Palmer Luckey, he even talked about how he was ostracized in Silicon Valley for supporting Trump back in 2016. So he left the Bay Area, shunning its ideology to start over. Now he says that Andrew is on track to secure $6 billion worth of government contracts worldwide by just the end of this year. Now, Palantir is another. CEO Alex Karp, he was in the Middle East with the president last week, reinforcing the company's role as a diplomatic and military player, while Tim Cook was called out publicly by Trump for his absence. Now, unlike Apple, which is building in India and cutting deals with Chinese companies, Anduril and Palantir, they are aligned with U.S. strategic interests, and that is translating into real contracts and market momentum. Take a look at this chart. Palantir is up some 75% since Trump's inauguration versus Apple's 10% decline. Anduril, it is still a private company, that's up 40% on secondary markets since then, according to Forge Global. So essentially, this is amounting to a new tech order. Apple's playbook worked during Trump's first term, but this time around, the new power players in tech, it includes Palmer Luckey as well as Mark Andreessen, Peter Thiel, and Elon Musk. They have their people embedded across federal agencies, helping to shape policy. Now, we've talked about this before, guys, in terms of the mega caps charm offensive. This time around, it's not translating in the second administration. It's not just Apple. It's Google and Meta regulatory scrutiny, Amazon and the tariff crosshairs. The new darlings, they are starting to emerge. They're Anduril, Palantir, SpaceX, and that could reshape the tech trade.
I mean, Deirdre, it's all very interesting, of course, because some of these power players that may be falling out of favor, the Tim Cooks of the world, and of course Jeff Bezos, seemed to have a cozy relationship with the president, at least at the outset when they were very front and center at the inauguration. But I'm just wondering sort of how often we think that conversations are being had behind the scenes that maybe we're not aware of between the administration and these folks.
Right, and there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. That's what you heard from Tim Cook during the first administration, dinner at Mar-a-Lago. He was there earlier. But it is interesting to look at the contrast between someone like Palmer Luckey, who was really, an original supporter of Trump and very publicly back in 2016. I mean, he says he thinks it's the reason that he was ousted from Facebook at the time. Whereas you have like a Zuckerberg, right, who has been so close, arguably the mega cap CEO that has been closest or on the charm offensive the most in this administration, hasn't really led to any benefits so far for his company, for Meta, right? There's still the FTC investigation that threatens to break up WhatsApp and Instagram. So maybe, Trump is rewarding those that have been along for the ride earlier on that seem more genuine about it. But certainly you see someone like a Palmer Luckey stands in contrast. It's so interesting against Mark Zuckerberg because they've had their drama in the past.
That's for sure. Dee, thanks. Deirdre Bosa watching some of the interplay between public and private sectors of the economy.